Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Now Drake. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All day, baby, all day. Kill.
To throw, Cousins. And he hits Drake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. A first down throw for Cousins. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Crunch time, defense.
Wide. From the red zone now, Cousins. On the crossing route, complete. That's 4. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Check nickel.
Running, it's Drake. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Drake. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Third and goal for Cousins. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Darnold from the gun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw is Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Throwing here on on third down. Darnold. And he's got a moonwalk. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Yo, son. 53, check 53. Hey, red 80.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On first and 10, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. They'll start the drive with Drake. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Sometimes you get just a little over-eager defensively when you've got people backed up because the mentality is to attack, take the ball away, or at worst, just keep them backed up there for your own offense. They actually used their aggressiveness against him on that one and hit him big.
Absolutely. Had him pinned on the 2. Not anymore. Now on first down, Drake again. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
54 Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. I'm here all day.
On second and 7, Cousins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, first and 10 after roughing the passer.
Hey, Lynch 50, Lynch 50.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg, rolling to his right. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. 23 yards on the play.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Check, 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 check. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Lucky 50. Check your hot read.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-0 as they come up 1st and 10. And the pass complete to Anunwa. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Oh, here we go. Oh.
Here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
53, check 53.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here comes Grant on the return. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Drake. Fights gets loose. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Here we go. Here we go.
Cousins. And he fires one incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, this from 53. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Darnold now to throw. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
Darnold now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down. Now Williams. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Jet 1st down, 18 big yards that time.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Williams. And an alley to run. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch it, young lady.
second down now. Gant. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Jets on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but, hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it. Check, 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 check. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Hey, here I come.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
Cousins on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 16-yard line.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
87's mine. I got 87. Watch the slants. Watch the slant.
Cousins to throw it. And that is incomplete.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great, but you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Cousins again. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Pulled in at the 24. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. A first update now from Cincinnati. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Okay, baby, I see you.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Off the draw, here's Williams. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Let's go. Man left, man left. Hey. 4 down.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And it's caught by Herndon. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Here goes Hunt. 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. Hey, we got a touch.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. And a coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Bobby McCain. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. A killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it with Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Jamal Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The point after is good, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a very good return, but a penalty marker is down. I'm not sure what this is going to be. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Two. 61, matchbox lights.
Quick dance. Come.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he finds Stills, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 37. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Cousins now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins. That's complete to the tight end, Everett.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Again, it's Cousins. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this with intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. That's on Kelechi Osemele, the guard. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Big stop, let's go.
Now it's Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. He was looking for a Nyj there. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From just shy of midfield, Cousins over the middle, complete. It's 4. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped. They're almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Switch.
Lucky 48.
57. Down to lose 1. Hatchet.
On 2nd down, Clement. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Bang it. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Ready?
They just do get the playoff. Now Cousins. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 18.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Pilot, 64, weak.
From the red zone now, Cousins. It's complete, Stills. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Darnold from the gun. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, and it's 3rd down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, right sideline. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know, the rhythm seems off. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
To throw, Cousins. And Stills bringing it in. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Cousins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Clement. Fighting through it. He's got space. Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Corey Clement his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is fielded at the goal line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Watch the run, watch the run.
They'll run again with Cannon. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Now Darnold keeps it, and he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
Pick up with 2 yards, and the Jets first down.
Go sack.
They'll run on first down with Cannon. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Joe McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On third down, here's Cannon. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. And they are going for it. Darnold found his target. It's Anderson. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, New York.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Cannon, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A gain of 3, second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. One more time, it's Cannon. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Jets on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6.
53, check 53. Orbit.
To throw is Darnold. And he's got a moonwalk. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Darnold now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Cannon. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. Back to Cannon again on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
On 2nd down, this is Cannon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now Darnold. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On 2nd down, it's Cannon. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This time it's 3rd and 3. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down, all right? This is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
Check that one, Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Nice, sweetheart.
On 2nd down now, Bellamy. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because he had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Darnold, a sneak. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Only needed a few inches to pick it up and get behind your center and burrow forward like he did.
And remember what the GMs have told us? We build an offensive line starting with our center, the guy who can make all the line calls and also move those big defensive tackles in order to pick up first downs.
They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. And they take a knee. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Xavier Rhodes makes the tackle.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf.